Greetings, voyagers. Well, I guess you're just not a full-fledged YouTube nomadic van dweller until you've stayed overnight in a Walmart. I'm losing my overnight Walmart virginity. This is my first time. We're still in Helena, Montana. It's a little noisy here on the street. We stayed for 2 nights. Let's see, 2 nights or was it 3 nights? 1, 2, 3. We stayed 3 nights in the National Forest, Helena National Forest. About 4 miles out of town. There's a forest road you go up. We went up about, I don't know, 1.5 miles, I guess. It was beautiful, up to Priest Pass. Priest Pass. And it's beautiful up in those woods up there, up in those mountains, in the high mountains. And I guess elevation must have something to do with it, but we didn't have hardly any mosquitoes up there. Maybe because there are no standing bodies of water around like a lake or anything. But there are springs around because I've seen the water running down the ditch alongside the dirt road. So that water has to be coming from somewhere. And it's free flowing, and it wasn't raining out, so maybe just little trickles, but there must be springs up there, so I don't know. But that was a blessing. And then it got really windy for like about a day and a half. I mean really windy. We had gusts of up to like 50, 60 miles an hour. I was getting a little concerned because I was thinking that if the winds get too strong, there's a lot of dead trees up there. There was a forest fire through there. Must have been years ago, many years ago. But there's still a lot of standing dead trees. All I could think of was we'll try to get out of there in the morning and the road would be blocked with fallen trees knocked down from the winds. But no, it didn't happen. So we're back. We're back in town. I spent the day at the library today. Helena has a nice little library downtown, just a couple of blocks from where I used to live. It's a new library, fairly new, so it wasn't there when I was living here as a kid. So I was able to plug in the laptop, and I had success. I had reasonable success with the editing website to do my video editing. It's cloud computing, and I only had the usual issues. I was able to sign in, and I was able to navigate and use all the tools. So I posted a video today, just a few hours ago, called "Abandoned Kansas." It's about an abandoned farmstead alongside the road out in the Great Plains, and so that went up like maybe about an hour ago, but it took me about 8 hours to do about 8 minutes of video. 8 hours of editing for 8 minutes of video. I don't know if that's a really bad rate of return or if that's standard. But anyway, I got her done. And it's up there, and I think I want to stick around Helena for another couple of days so I can do, even if it's just post one more fully edited video, because once I leave here, I'm not going to find a place where I can plug in, and the battery for my laptop only lasts about an hour and a half if I'm doing anything with images, even copying and organizing images and things and viewing them. That runs the battery down. I get about an hour and a half. I have the other battery. It's identical because it's from my other computer, identical to this one. So when I have them both charged, I can get about 3 hours. But I got to have Wi-Fi if I want to upload. I've hardly had any internet service out here on the road, very little, so it's great to be in the city and have 4 or 5 bars of 4G. Yeah, man, this feels like Christmas time. I don't know if you can see it too well, but my windshield is absolutely filthy. I just washed it the other day. They don't seem to scrub off. You know, we've been out traipsing around the country in peak summer, and the bugs are really something. I've been hit in the face just driving along, and a bug will just come like flying in the window and smack me right in the cheek or something. And one of them splattered on my eyeglass, one of my lenses on my eyeglasses. So that was a rude shock. But yeah, so yeah, I want to do some more video editing. I have laundry to do. We're going to go to Planet Fitness and shower tomorrow. It's been a few days. Yes, there is a lady who I sort of dated, I guess you could say, when we were 14 here in Helena. And I remember as being a real cutie, redhead with freckles. I don't know, I've always had a thing for redheads. I married one. So she's still in the phone book under her original name. All these years later, 1964, I left here. So, yeah, long time. And she's still here. She's still in the phone book. So I guess I'll have to pay online to get that telephone number. I mean, I can look her up on the white pages and, all those other people find things, and she's there. But, they want you $10, and I tried to buy it with my debit card, $10, and it didn't go through. I clicked submit, and nothing happened. I went back a little later, and it was still. I clicked submit, and nothing happened. I hope they don't charge me twice. But yeah, I'm going to try to look her up. That would really be interesting. That would be fun. It'd be really fun. So, yeah, that's a wrap. I guess I don't have a whole lot else to say. I don't think. So I'm going to upload this right now. It's great to have real Verizon data service again. I can get all caught up on the news. I listened to the Mueller hearings on the radio. I didn't want to use up the battery in my on my smartphone because it's going to go on all day, and I didn't want to have to charge it off the van battery, so I listened to it on the radio. Yeah, I'm going to stay out of politics for right now on my channel. I don't want to lose any subscribers. It's bad. Things are bad enough as it is, few enough as it is. So that's a wrap. Thanks so much for watching, for listening. I hope you all come back again. Tell your friends. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, because sharing is caring. Oh, by the way, we saw moose. I just now thought of it. Before I sign off, these are the wildlife we've seen. Out of Canyon Ferry, we saw an osprey in its nest, only about 100 yards, or less. Actually, it's probably less than that. From the road, we got a good clear view, and it just sat there. It didn't mind that we stopped on the road and looked at it. And then we saw, and within a half an hour, we saw the osprey, 4 deer, and an antelope, and a dead animal by the side of the road that I think might have been an elk, and a dead bird that I stopped and pulled some feathers out of. It looked like a vulture or a buzzard or something. So, yeah, and I saw fish jumping out in the lake. So, summertime, living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Peace and out.